Slipping into breaking news from the national capital, the parents of Nirbhaya, the December 16 Braveheart, are leading protests outside a correctional home in Delhi. Juvenile rapist in the Nirbhaya case has been shifted out of the correctional facility in Timarpur, fearing security concerns just a day before he was to be released. Though technically his release will take place on Sunday, but for all practical reasons, he was moved out of the correctional home, fearing security threat to this juvenile convict. The Juvenile Justice Board has been guarded about the whereabouts. The juvenile rapist, who is now 21 years old, claimed he feared for his life and requested the transfer. Whether he is attached to an NGO that will monitor his movements is still not clear. A committee of Juvenile Justice Board will work out his rehabilitation plan. That's the latest that we are getting on this.
पूरे देश के लिए एक काला दिन साबित होगा अगर ये आदमी बाहर आ जाता है, क्योंकि जिस बर्बरता से इसने निर्भया का रेप करा है, मुझे नहीं लगता कि 3 साल काफ़ी हैं। और इसीलिए हमने प्रेसिडेंट ऑफ इंडिया एंड कोर्ट से अपील करी है कि कोई ना कोई तरीका निकालें कि कुछ हो, ये आदमी किसी भी हाल में रिलीज़ नहीं होना चाहिए। और एटलीस्ट इस कानून के लिए तो सब पार्टीज़ को साथ आना पड़ेगा, क्योंकि ये रोज़ हमारे देश में निर्भयाएँ क्रिएट होती हैं।
Let me go across to my colleague Anindya Banerjee, who's on the phone line for more on this. Anindya, a protest by the parents outside the Timarpur correctional facility, but this juvenile convict has already been taken out of there. What more can you add, and what are the reasons the police say that they have to take this step?
Well, Ankit, to begin with, the Delhi police is extremely tight-lipped about the whereabouts of the juvenile. He has been there in Timarpur correctional facility, as you rightly said, but he has been moved out due to security threats that he faces at this point of time, because there is a huge public outcry against him that why he should be out, and if at all, then he faces a security threat. Now, the parents of Nirbhaya fail to realize that he is no longer there, and that's why they are protesting outside the facility, correctional facility at Timarpur. The Delhi police is not saying anything about his whereabouts, but you have to realize that there has been a growing public outcry in the society. The DCW chief, Swati Maliwal, already wrote 3 letters, including one to the President of India, urging that this person, this juvenile, should not be let off. And but one thing is for sure, that even had this been so that the Juvenile Justice Act had been passed in this session, it wouldn't have been applied retrospectively.
That's right.
And that's why this juvenile had to go. Had to be let off, technically and legally speaking, and that's why it was upheld in the verdict of the recent order of the Delhi High Court very recently.
Okay.
And it has been, technically he has been released, and we have to see that where he has been taken to. But at this point of time, the Delhi police is extremely tight.
Absolutely. Anindya, the Juvenile Justice Board has also been asked to chalk out a rehabilitation plan as far as this juvenile convict is concerned. There have been concerns raised by not only the family of the December 16 Braveheart, but also by Maneka Gandhi, the Women and Child Development Minister. But it seems that, as you were also pointing out, retrospectively, the law could not have taken any effect on this juvenile. What else is the government looking at? Are we going to see him being attached to an NGO for a few years before they can submit a report about his release?
Well, that is the most likely scenario, Ankit, at this point of time. That's what I've been given to understand, that he will be attached, he will be handed over to an NGO where he will be technically free, but will be under the supervision of the NGO, and he will be assimilated within the mainstream of the society. But how it is done, whether what kind of rehabilitation is being taken into, and how he's monitored the coming one year or 2 years, that remains to be seen, and that's what both the Delhi police as well as the Juvenile Justice Board is not saying anything about.
The Minister for Women and Child Development has had very strong views. There have been people, those who have been speaking about the change in law and some provision. As we were talking about, technically he would be free, but does that mean that he can go to his native place? Will that be allowed or not? How is the police, taking care of that?
Well, Ankit, there are two scenarios. One, he's technically the Delhi High Court very clearly said that he's free to go back to his village. Now, there is in one scenario that Delhi police can exercise, and Juvenile Justice Board particularly can exercise that. They can attach him to one NGO where he will be, a half thing where he will be gradually assimilated into the mainstream of the society.
Okay.
That is one scenario. If that is not the case, then he will be straight away sent to his family, his home,
Right.
where it belongs to. So there are two scenarios at this point of time. Now it remains to be seen what happens, but what he is given to understand is that he will be handed over to an NGO, and where under this position he will be there.
Okay. All right, thank you so much, Anindya, for bringing us all those details as far as this release of this juvenile convict is concerned. You can see on one end of the screen the parents of December 16 Braveheart protesting outside the Timarpur correctional facility where this juvenile was in fact lodged in. As of now, the information that we are getting is that he's already been shifted out of this facility, fearing his security. A day ahead, he was supposed to be released.